Hey, this is Jason with WPGraphQL, and I want to go over a bug that I'm trying to work through. And so it's this bug here, issue number 1818, and the issue has to do with cursor pagination and search queries. And this is a little bit of an older issue. It's from early in 2021. I worked through it a little bit. Wasn't quite able to replicate it. Then Mark, one of my colleagues, helped me work through it as well. We tried to replicate it. We weren't able to replicate it still. Went back and forth with Ben. He's still saying, hey, there's still an issue, and he's got a video here showing the issue. But I'm still not able to reproduce it. So I want to walk through the steps I'm taking to reproduce it, and I'm just simply not able to reproduce it. I think it has something to do with the data set, possibly. So I tried to take some of this data. I obviously have incomplete data. All I have access to from this data set is the titles and the dates. So there's probably also some actual content in the post content that might impact this. There could even be plugins. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, so Ben says he falls back to the REST API for search queries, and that's understandable if the REST API is working and WPGraphQL isn't. I would do the same thing. But in my case, anything I've done to try and reproduce, I get the same results in WPGraphQL and the REST API. So I'm struggling to reproduce this. So I just wanted to document the steps I'm taking to reproduce this, and hopefully we can figure out how to get on the same page, literally. Pagination, same page. Anyway, yeah, so I want to show what I'm doing. So I took data from these payloads here and created posts in my local database here. So I have these posts here from that payload, and I took the same dates as well and published them. So when I go to, actually I'm going to open up two screens here. So I'm going to open up, let's see, I'm going to open up this page here, and then I'll open up the GraphQL IDE. Okay, so we're going to have WordPress, just regular old WordPress on one side. Okay, and then graphical here. So I'm taking this query. I'm taking the query from the issue that Mark shared in his comment, and and I have that here. And then the arguments we have after, which I'm gonna leave as null to start, and then we have query, which is the search, and we're gonna do camping. And so if I execute this here, I'm asking for 3 items. I'm gonna get item 5, item 7, and item 9. Okay, if I come here and say 3 posts per page and search for camping, I'm gonna get oh, did I do that's more than, oh, I left that at 50. Let me change it to 3, click apply. Okay, so I get Moto Camping, which is 5. I get New Year's Camping, which is ID 7, and Wild, so ID 9. So we'll see, we get the same. We have Moto Camping, we have New Year's Camping, and we have Wild Camping. Okay, so same results so far. If I go to page 2, I'm gonna get camping in the Ocean Road, camping in Delot. So if I take this end cursor here in GraphQL and paste it here, this is gonna be page 2. I get camping the Ocean Road and camping in Delot. So I'm getting the results that WordPress returns when you do a search. I'm getting the same results in GraphQL. So now if I go to my REST endpoint, which is WP-JSON posts, and then we can do a search. Yeah, so I have this here. So we can ask for per page equals 3 and search is equal to camping. If I execute that in the REST API, I'm also getting, let me go back to page 1, I'll move the WordPress over here. We'll go to page 1. So regular WordPress is going to say Moto Camping, which is ID 5. So here we go. We got Moto Camping, ID 5. We have New Year's Camping in Pine. Whoops, didn't mean to click that. But, so yeah, Moto Camping, New Year's Camping in the Pine, and ID 9, Wild Camping. Okay, so same as WordPress, same as graphical or GraphQL. And if I go to page 2, so I can come up here in the REST API and say page equals 2, I'm going to get ID 11, which is camping the ocean road. Okay, great. And ID 13, which is camping into lot. So I'm getting the same results, and then that's the end. So based on the limited data set that I have to reproduce this issue, and even the made-up data set that Mark and I used back earlier last year, I'm not able to reproduce this. It's clearly a bug. I see the video that Ben produced and put in the issue. I can't reproduce it. So I'm happy to hop on a call and go over some debugging techniques or whatever. I think it either comes down to maybe how some plugins are impacting some things, maybe how some data sets are impacting some things. I've seen what Ben has posted about the date stuff in SQL. That is not, from my experience so far, that is not affecting anything. And yeah, maybe it's simply something with my data set. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm not able to reproduce this. So I would love, though, to understand how to reproduce this differently. But yeah, I just wanted to share where we're at and why this issue is still open and kind of stagnant. It's not that I don't believe it's an issue, it's just I don't believe I have enough information to reproduce it and write a test to fix it. Yeah, thanks.